Johnny Venezia with RotoWire. We're talking 4 tight ends that you need to target for your fantasy teams in 2025. Let's go with Evan Engram to start it off here. It was a down year like a lot of the players in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Evan Engram has since switched teams. He's now on the Denver Broncos, the up-and-coming Denver Broncos, that is. Currently a 98 ADP, which when you're looking in this wasteland that's called tight end land for fantasy purposes, this is definitely somebody to look at closer to the double-digit rounds here. The down year was 47 catches, 365 yards, and 1 touchdown. I like Evan Engram's prospects getting back to what he did in 2023 when he had 114 catches for the Jags. He's still a great athlete and a guy that's capable of making a lot of noise. And the big thing that I like, Bo Nix is on the come up. And Sean Payton loves his tight ends. Let's not forget, Jimmy Graham had some of the best years ever that a tight end's ever had under Sean Payton's tutelage. So I think Evan Engram's somebody that's definitely primed for a bounce back here. There's a lot of Denver Broncos that I like in 2025, and you can add Evan Engram to that list. Next up, we're going to go with a rookie here. Let's go with Tyler Warren for the Indianapolis Colts. Picked 14th overall this past April, was a star at Penn State, over 100 catches, over 1,200 yards, 8 scores. I know there's question marks about the pass catchers with Indy because Anthony Richardson is very volatile. I personally like Anthony Richardson. I think there's a lot of upside as he continues to develop and polish out as a quarterback in this league. But Tyler Warren's a freak. This is somebody that I think can have an instant impact, especially if he gels with Richardson. If nothing else, I think he's going to be a really good red zone target. There are a lot of playmakers in this Indy offense. And I know typically in the past, rookie tight ends usually don't pan out, but we've seen a couple exceptions to that rule. And given Tyler Warren's skill set and the opportunity for a lot of targets on this Colts team, I think he's definitely worth a look. The 121 ADP, which is a double-digit round pick, is definitely worth the gamble here. Tyler Warren's not somebody that I would probably look at as a tight end 1 to start the year. So this is somebody I would probably look as my backup, but he could definitely fill out that role pretty quick, especially if he connects with Richardson. If you like these videos, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And right now, RotoWire is going to give you 15% off of any product on rotowire.com. That includes our fantasy football rankings draft kit, start, sit decisions, and general fantasy football consensus knowledge for the 2025 season. Use code YouTube15 at checkout. Moving on down, I am a glutton for punishment, and this is the last chance I'll give him. Stop me if you know who I'm talking about. Kyle Pitts. This is supposed to be the second coming at the tight end position. It really hasn't panned out that way. He's gotten worse every year, and I know myself, along with a lot of other people in the fantasy football space, have just been waiting for this guy to take that leap, and it just hasn't come to fruition yet. But I'm giving him one more chance. Michael Penix now being the first-time full-time starter, maybe this is what Pitts is needed. And he's not being drafted as a top 5 or even a top tight end anymore. This is 132 ADP, so this is well into the double-digit rounds here. 47 catches, 602 yards, 4 touchdowns last year. But is this finally the year? Is 2025 the year where he takes the leap? There's a lot of weapons in Atlanta, so there's some mouths to feed, but you're not banking on Kyle Pitts being a 1,200-yard, 10-touchdown guy. I mean, even if it's 900 yards, 6 touchdowns, 70 catches, like, you'll definitely take that, especially for where you're drafting him. I'm going to give Pitts the benefit of the doubt one last time and going to say, you know what? Michael Penix coming in, changing up the offense here might be the cure for the slump Kyle Pitts has been in for the last few years. Let's go with a guy who is in for a rebound in 25. That's Jake Ferguson. It was a bad year, 59 catches, 494 yards, no touchdowns for the Dallas Cowboys a season ago, but he had a really good 2023, and I think he's going to get back to that. It's 126 ADP, so again, this is somebody that you're looking at further down the board. Dallas has some new faces in their offense. They added George Pickens to go along with CeeDee Lamb. Their running back room is completely changed from last year, but Dak Prescott really gravitated towards Ferguson in the past, and this isn't a guy that's going to give you those splashy 120-yard games, but he's been so steady in the past, like somebody that's just going to get you those 5-6 catches for 50 to 60 yards, maybe sprinkle in a tutty here and there. But I feel like Jake Ferguson, for the price that you're paying and the kind of high-powered offense that he should be in this year, is somebody that can have a bounce back. And that's why I'm looking at Ferguson in 2025. I think he's going to be somebody that can low-key get back into top 10 tight end fantasy football status for this year.